Okay guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So again, this video is going to be handheld by my phone. The camera's a little messed up here. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that glare. Okay, so I don't have a mount for my phone, so I cannot video record in any way without holding it. If any of you know how to set up a mount for an iPhone to video record, just leave a comment down below. But today, what I want to take a look at is Knife Pivot Lube Heavy. Okay, so the story behind this is a lubricant designed and purposely made for pivots, detents, bearings, locking mechanisms in all modern and high-end folding knives. This is the heavy variation, which is really meant for more of a use on detents and detent tracks. But today, I'm going to be taking apart this Kershaw CQC 11K, I believe. And I want to see, I'm going to do a little disassembly and cleaning of this, and I want to see how this Knife Pivot Lube Heavy works in the pivot and detent track and stuff on this knife. As you can see, it's not very drop shut, and the action's kind of sticky, but we will see how it turns out after putting some of this KPL Heavy in here. So how I'm going to try to do this is I'm just going to set you guys up here. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I'm going to set you guys up. Oh, this is so hard. You have no clue. Goodness, guys. I'm sorry. I really actually want to professionally, have a mount to video record, but at this moment it's so horrible. So I guess I'll try to actually just pinch you guys in between my knees here. Alright, so I'm going to be taking apart this knife and using some KPL in here. So let's see. I'm going to try to be able to do this as best as possible. So basically the whole idea with the KPL, the guy who made it was actually a knife collector himself who knows formulations for like lubricants and stuff. And I mean, a lot of you guys who use knife lubricants may have just used like some Tough Glide, maybe some Benchmade Blue Lube, or just some random stuff to lube up your pivots. But this guy who made or invented the KPL deliberately designed it so that it was meant for modern folding knives and their actions. Okay, so I got this guy apart. It's actually the first time taking this apart. I actually got this knife back in December for Christmas. Oh goodness. I should have thought ahead of time. Do I have a screw here that'll work? Forgot. Even the Emersons that Kershaw makes in collaboration with Emerson itself. Emerson happens to use standard hardware on his knives, so it makes it a little bit easier on the person who might not know all the stuff about torque screws and stuff to be able to take apart their pocket knife and maintain it. So, which is kind of nice. I can appreciate that. Not everybody can afford, or maybe doesn't even know how to use Torque's hardware. So I'm trying to find myself a regular bit to take apart this knife. There we go. Okay, so we set this aside. There's the pivot screw, and now we're just taking apart the handle screws. Again, guys, the lighting in here is horrible, so is the way I'm holding the camera. Like I said, if any of you know how to set up like a quick at-home phone mount for video recording, just let me know down below. Okay, so let's pop this guy apart and see what we got going on. Here is the scale and the liner, and here is your liner, and here is actually, this has some Teflon washers in here, and it is, boy, is this thing gritty. Let's see what we got going on. Look at that detent track. That is disgusting, guys. Alright, well, let's see what we can do to clean this guy up. Just gonna wipe off the dirt in my shirt, because I do not have a rag on hand, and I do not want to set this camera down. So, here is the blade. Here's your liner. Look how gross that is, guys. I didn't think this knife was that dirty. I am surprised. Literally wiping down the liner on my jeans. Okay, we got here is the frame lock side of the scale. Here's the Teflon washer again. Man, this knife is dirty. Holy cow, look at this, guys. I'm going to assume that this KPL is definitely going to make a difference in the action and performance of the knife. I mean, I've already used it myself, so I know it does, but I kind of just wanted to show you guys how this stuff really works. So, just cleaning off these washers. Okay, where's that other washer? There's one, and there's the second one. Okay, so now we're gonna put this guy back together. Just gonna wipe off the back side of the pivot. Put this on here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to line up this back side of the pivot end. So what we're gonna do with this first off is I'm gonna go ahead and just put a drop or two. This is very thick, by the way. So I'm just gonna set a drop. I'm not gonna drop there, but I'm gonna set a little bit of lubricant there and put the Teflon washer down on top of that. Just fit that down on there. And then once that's on top of there, I'm just gonna take some more KPL heavy and put it right in the pivot, which it's not really made for pivots, but I think it works fantastic in them. There's not just a KPL heavy, there's a KPL regular, which is substantially thinner than the heavy creation. And I'm just gonna put some right in this detent and drag along the track and around this pivot area. Come on. It is thick. When I say it's thick, it's thick. You kind of have to really squeeze this stuff out of here. Put that down on there. That's down on there. I'm then going to put some KPL right on this detent ball and on the lock portion of the frame lock. Then again, we can just take our washer, and some KPL is already leaked through there, so I'm not going to put it down in this area. And then just put some on top of this Teflon washer again. Don't forget about your stop pin, which I believe goes in that way. Don't mind me, guys, if I seem like I'm being an idiot. It's probably because I am. Yeah, it most definitely fits in that way. We can put our liner on top. I always find it harder to put the gosh darn liners back on top of your pocket knife than anything else when putting it back together. Alright, now we got the front side of the handle. And here we go. So once I got this back together, I will then go ahead and show you guys the action on this. Let's see. Come on, you little bugger. Also, KPL is going to make it nice and easy for you knife guys to find that sweet spot you like to have in your knife actions. Some people like their knife action to be really nice and smooth, which will then, usually it tends to lean towards blade play when you have a superbly smooth action, which is slightly annoying if you ask me. I am not a fan of blade play. So this is going to make it so your knife will have a smoother action, and usually, in my experience, no play. Put these scale screws in. I'm literally cramping my knees up right now. I literally have the camera pinned between my legs, which is starting to become painful. Here we go with the last screw. Did I use the right bit? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm just gonna tighten this up in my hand off camera. And then once we have thing put back together, we can check centering, which is a little bit off, probably because of the pivot tightness. Holy cow. Okay, that seems a little too smooth for there not to be any play. Hold on, guys. Let's check this out again. Oh yeah, there's a lot of play in there. See where we're going with this. Definitely go and check out some of the pictures and videos KPL has up on their Instagram. So let me check the blade play on this again. By the way, it's already smoother. I mean, you can hear it too. The difference in the lock, the sound the lock makes when it engages it's incredible. So let's check for blade play, which I do not think there's any. There's a little bit, which means I can probably still tighten this. I mean, the KPL formula that they're doing, the maker of this is using is just, the formula is so great. Here it is again. Still smooth, lock engagement is good. You can just like push it down with your finger. Let's check for blade play. And there's just a little bit more, which means I can just tighten it down again. Like I said, guys, one of the big benefits of this knife lubricant is that you can just find your sweet spot, the way you like your action, and have no blade play usually. Like, that's still smooth. Let's see. Check for blade play again. No blade play, which means I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. All right. Yeah, so definitely check out some KPL if you don't already have this product. I do suggest you guys check it out. It's honestly, it's incredible. With the difference it makes with the lock engagement and the way the smoothness is, this stuff is great. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see any more videos like this, and check out Knife Pivot Lube on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, go check my page out. It's Operation-edc_. Check out that page too. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this disassembly of this Kershaw CQC 11K. And just checking out some really great lubricant by KPL. Thanks and have a great day.